If I may, I'd like to talk about the FTC work. Not so much that you did, but actually that came before you. And I realize that there might be, limited comment in certain respects, but perhaps you can help me out a little bit. We'll bring it back to the world which I come from, which is combat sports. There were two investigations of by the FTC of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. One that ended in 2012, that was from the UFC acquiring a rival known as Strikeforce at that time, and then one in 2015. And if I may, I'd like to read you what they said. The Federal Trade Commission closed an investigation regarding Zuffa, that's the parent company of UFC, quote, or any other unnamed persons, partnerships, or corporations have engaged or are engaging in conduct that violates Section 5 of the Federal Commission Act. What is Section 5 and what are they saying that they investigated, essentially?
So, Section 5 of the Federal Trade Commission Act is the heart of the FTC's legal authority. It basically prohibits two things. One is unfair methods of competition, which is a term of art, but it basically means, underhanded ways of competing in the market. And then it also prohibits unfair or deceptive practices. So you can't lie to people or kind of deceive them about, what's happening in a market. When they investigated the merger, it would have meant that they were trying to figure out, is this merger going to risk substantially lessening competition in the market in a way that's going to be bad for people? And so that's, probably what they were looking at.
Is it unusual for the FTC to investigate an entity twice and bring no action?
You have to bring law enforcement decisions based on the specific facts and the law. And, I wasn't there, but certainly if you are investigating the same entity twice, it does raise questions, especially, it seems like only 3 or 4 years had passed. What it was that was bringing that to enforcers' attention again. I know more recently there have been private lawsuits that led to successful settlements, against UFC. So I wonder if people were trying to get the government to act and maybe the government didn't, and then private enforcers had to step in.